welcome back to the Plant Chics channel. I'm Marcia Prince.
I'm Jacque Tarlton, and we are the Plant Chics.
You guys, we're going to talk about lower body exercises. It's obviously some of our favorite exercises because the older that we get, we're noticing, what do we notice, Jacque?
Well, ladies, you know, it's a blessing when you do, like, genetically you're born with a booty. Like, literally, I've always had a nice butt. I prided myself on that. But as I've gotten older, I notice it sags, and that is not a good look. So literally, it's when Marcia trained me for my fitness competition right before my 48th birthday, literally lifting weights, and we're not talking little baby weights and just only doing Pilates type of moves, which we're all about, and we're going to talk about that.
Both.
But yes, but lifting weights and getting aggressive with the weights, like not being afraid of lifting heavy weights. And I literally, I'll have to find some pictures, but I noticed how my butt lifted. There's no need for getting those Brazilian butt lifts. Get your booty in the gym and do these workouts.
That's right. It actually takes time to build muscle, you guys. So don't think you're going to do one workout and you're going to be fit. You just like eating one healthy meal, you're not going to be healthy. It takes time and consistency. Jacque thought when she hired me to be her trainer, she was going to get fit in 90 days.
True story.
She thought she was going to get fit in 90 days, which she got fitter in 90 days, but it actually took her 11 months to get a really good stage physique body. Anybody over 40 is going to take you a lot longer than when you were in your 20s and 30s to get to, if it's a more of a physique goal, it's going to take you longer to attain. Because you can be, I would say, strength fit in 8 weeks, but you may not be to your physique, like how you want it. It definitely takes time and consistency, because we hear all the time right now at 45 and 50, they're like, wow, you guys have really great bodies. You must work out in the gym a couple hours a day, eat super healthy. We're like, no, this is consistency. There's weeks that we don't even work out because we're so busy with work. And sometimes we're just like, we only did it twice this week and it was yoga. So you guys remember, your muscle memory will keep, so just keep doing it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So keep working out with weights. We always say great mixture of heavy strength training and some bar, because you want to do the large muscle groups to build and the tiny ones to tighten and tone and get all the little stabilizer muscles. So you have to do both for a well-rounded muscle.
Can you also talk about, because women can get really nervous about lifting heavy weights, and hormonally, you guys, we can't get big. So can you talk a little bit about that with all your exercise physiology training and all your certifications?
Sure. So as a trainer for 15 years, it is physically impossible for women to get super big, okay? Like, a lot of people see bodybuilder women and they think, oh my God, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look huge because they're lifting weights. And in reality, it takes months and years and lots of training to look like that. And
steroids. Those bodybuilder women do not get like that naturally.
Exactly. If they start looking manly throughout time, you know they're taking steroids, because there's no way you can physically do that. I was bodybuilding for 10 years and I did not turn into a man. I was totally natural, totally clean, did not take anything.
Totally hot.
And to this day, you know, at 45 years old, I still lift weights. And do I look like a man? No.
No.
So you guys, don't be afraid of the weights. If anything, you should be doing the weights, because if you don't use it, you will lose it. You don't want spongy bones. Over the age of 30, it is super important to lift weights. You start losing 10% of bone density and muscle mass per decade. So over 30, think of that, 10%, and then another 10% when you're in your 40s, and then now Jacque in her 50s. You guys, you have to do it, because
the only way to strengthen your bones is through physical exercise, where you're stressing your bones. So lifting weights, walking, anything that is stressing your muscles, working your muscles, is going to build your bones. You also need vitamin D to help build your bones. Vitamin D, best source, get out there, get outside, get some natural sunlight. So it's crucial, crucial, crucial that you do make sure that you're building strong bones. And Marcia was getting ready to tell you about what we saw at the International Plant-Based Nutrition Healthcare Conference from an orthopedic surgeon.
So an orthopedic surgeon showed two women. One was a meat eater, one was a plant eater. They were in their 60s, like 65. And the one thing they had in common that they didn't do is they didn't lift weights. One ate predominantly clean with meat, and the other one had a whole food plant-based diet, but they had spongy bones, and we can't...
Spongy, you guys, it was so soft.
We can't unsee it.
No, it was so impactful, and that was just impactful.
You cannot get it back once it's spongy. You guys, if you guys ruin your bones, we forget that our bones are living entities.
Yes, and as women, you guys, it's crucial that we do make sure that we're doing some kind of strength training.
Weight-bearing exercise.
Yes, you have to. How many, like, I think the American College of Sports Medicine recommends 3 days a week minimum.
3 days a week, minimum 30 minutes. But I mean, we like to say at least 4 to 5 days, minimum 30 minutes, because what is 3 days a week out of 30 days? If you do that, that's like 12 days a month. That's a third of a month where you're not, I mean, that's not a lot of exercise.
No, it's not at all. So get your booty in the gym. We are giving you guys all kinds of different workout videos so you can play our videos as you work out.
For women over 40 and over 50, this is very beneficial for you guys.
For you, and it works so well. This is what we're doing. This is exactly the workouts that we're doing, and we show up consistently. We're getting in that gym, for the most part, 3+ times a week.
For strength training.
For strength training.
And one last thing to know, as we get older, at 45 and 50, we're noticing that the loss of collagen in our skin. My skin is drying out. I'm not looking as hydrated and supple like I did. I mean, it's just like your skin sags. Jacque noticed that she was blessed with a big booty, but the collagen and the healthy fat is like leaving her body and it was dragging her butt down. So she had to build muscle to lift it up. Same thing, ladies. If you have, I mean, it's kind of crazy. I'm starting to get cellulite in my arms because the loss of collagen and the fat that is in my skin is going away. So lifting weights, you're able to see the tone in my muscles. If I don't lift weights, it starts getting skinny fat and I start seeing cellulite in my cheeks and my arms. It's everywhere. So you guys, this is a real thing.
Lift, yes. Get in the gym, lift weights, and do not be scared of getting heavier weights. Like, you want to do 15 repetitions and make sure that you're feeling the repetitions with weights. If you're doing weights and you don't feel it after 15 reps, get heavier weights or go to 25 repetitions.
Don't sacrifice form either. It's always form. I mean, I always say the ABCs: A, abdominals tight; B, bring the shoulder blades back; C, chest up. Doesn't matter if you're doing a bicep curl or lunge. You want to make sure you're always in correct form, and make sure you lift in correct form. So if your max is 10 pounds, like for curls, then don't obviously go more than 10 pounds if you're going to sacrifice your form. Just kind of build up too. It does take 8 weeks to be strength fit. Maybe in 8 weeks you can try to go to 12 pounds and then 15. But you want to be able to make sure you lift heavy in correct form for the best form. And you want to always use mind-muscle connection when you ladies lift weights.
Boom, let's get in the gym.
Yeah, let's do it. So we wrote down our exercise, what we're doing in the gym. So this lower body exercise, it is called, we're gonna start off on the treadmill with a round the world. Now this is my favorite because it gets the front, side, back, side all over again. So
I did these all the time when I was training for the competition.
Yes, and your calves, it gets your calves. I mean, you know, you go to the gym and you see people on the treadmill and then you're like, God, they're backwards running. Like, at first I thought that was crazy too, but once you get used to it, you're like, it's a great warm up to warm up your whole body before you do lower body.
It is. And the speed, play with the speed on the treadmill. See what's
how tall you are too.
Yeah, I like to go right around 3 miles an hour, but start at like 2 something and see how you feel as you're going in all the different directions.
You got to build your core balance up for that, because some people have a weird equilibrium. They're like, ah. But I mean,
hold on to the rails if you need to. Be safe. Safety first.
Safety first. And okay, so when you pop off after doing around the world on the treadmill, you are going to do lunges. So we're going to do forward lunges. And you can do, to warm up, I would say no weights, 15 reps. And then as you go, like when you come back off and you do another round, and then maybe add 10 pounds and then maybe add 15 to the next if you're able to do it. But just make sure you add weight to each one as you warm up with each set. So, and then after lunges, you're gonna do deadlifts. So we have some deadlifts, and the deadlifts are great for the booty. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I will be sore for 3 or 4 days after doing deadlifts.
Yes, big time. Because it's like a nice stretch in your hamstrings as well, and then when you're standing up, you're really pulling and you get the glutes, the hamstrings, everything back of the leg.
But you gotta make sure you do this in correct form. I see a lot, as a trainer, I see a lot of people do deadlifts wrong, and you really wanna make sure you get into the correct form, and you have like a neutral spine, you're looking at the floor, your head's not up, so you're, you know, basically bending your cervical vertebrae. So you wanna make sure you just look down, and then you bring it up and squeeze your glutes, and then you relax. And there's different deadlifts. We're doing a classic deadlift in this video.
What you want to focus on is you want to make sure that mind muscle connection, but you really want to focus and squeeze the glutes. That squeeze is crucial, very, very important on the lunges, the deadlifts, everything we're talking about.
That's right. On each exercise, you want to make sure you think mind muscle connection, get into the exercise, either you're contracting or you're relaxing, but you really want to focus on it. So like, for instance, the deadlifts is when you come up, you squeeze the glutes, and then when you relax the muscle, when you come down, you're going to relax and really give it that nice stretch, and then think about squeezing back up and squeezing your glutes again.
And
so
always keeping the core tight, the
yes.
ABCs that you talked about earlier.
Yes, and then I would say when you first start deadlifts, warm up first, don't do any weights, yes. or do lighter weight, and then as you do each set, you're going to progress to maybe you holding 10 pounds, 15, or 20. So just make sure with each exercise, you always want a warm-up phase. You never want to lift on a cold muscle because you can actually injure yourself, or you can actually stretch it too much, or just not in correct form. So just always the warm-up is pretty essential. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do side leg lifts. You're going to lay on the bench and you're going to sit there and you're going to lift your leg up. So you can do it on the bench, you could do it on the floor. Jacque and I show different variations because sometimes we get it like the gym can be packed or busy, or maybe this is an exercise you can do at home because sometimes women are like, I don't want to do that exercise.
And you can do all of our workouts in the gym or at home. And obviously if you don't have a treadmill, then it might be a little bit more difficult to do it at home. But
right.
There's always ways to improvise and do it at home.
Yeah, you can even do this traveling. Like you just pull up the video, we have the sets in the comments below. We're going to have a description of the entire exercise, how many reps and sets to do, and how many minutes to do on the treadmill. So very easy to pull it up, and then obviously you can see how we do our form. That way you have correct form as well. We're also going to do side lunges. So you're going to do, basically you're going to stand up and then you're going to lunge to the side and then come back up to neutral. And this is a great one for your glutes, like for your butt. Just make sure you really, when you go on the side lunge, you focus on going back and pushing with your heel. So you're going to push up with your heel and then come down and feel it in your heel because that's what you're going to feel on the back side of your glutes. Okay, and then after side leg lifts, you are going to do clams. So clams is not the most attractive exercise, but it's very effective. You can put resistant bands in between on your legs, or none at all, because even none at all is just so painful.
Yeah.
The burn.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting is my mother, after she had hip replacement surgery, the physical therapist, this is one of the exercises. The side leg lifts and the clams, both are exercises that PT recommends after hip replacement surgery. And this is a prime example of keeping it simple, like go back to basics. These are
old school,
and they are very effective. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can do no weight, resistant band, ankle weights, any of these exercises. Just go where you can go for that day.
You know what you can also do is placing your hand on top of your knee as you open it up and like pushing down as you open your leg.
The resistance, yeah.
This is a great workout, you guys. Great for your lower body, your booty, and this is one of our favorite go-to workouts.
Yes, we love this one. It's always fun with a partner. If you can get a partner, it'd be great. But if not, hey, you have us on YouTube to talk you through this.
And you let us know when you're doing it, you guys. We
tag us in it.
Yes, and we can't wait to be there to support you and cheer you on.
All right, guys. So build those long, lean legs and lift that booty, and we will see you guys in the next video.